Or that things get out of hand, I need to turn off my timer because I've got bread proofing downstairs and I that think it's going to go off and we're not going to know what to do.
I love a Sarah business, not on the podcast.
This comes to our first commercial break. I need to go tend to my sourdough. This is sponsored by sourdough, who does not give us any money. It's also another free endeavor that just costs us.
Sure am.
Sup, sippers. Welcome to Sip and Spiral, where we take a wild spiral in this wonderful world. So grab your drink of choice and let's get into it. You guys, it's Halloween week, and that
Wha-
just
uh, 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 uh.
and that just means that there's costumes while we still bring you the same chaos and crazy stories. So, Wendy, what are you sipping on today?
I am keeping it spooky with drinking blood. Cab. This is my blood cauldron. What are you sipping on today?
I am keeping it spooky and drinking a Manhattan.
Ooh, ooh, scary. Ooh, nice. Cheers. Cheers to the blood of my enemies.
And before anybody comes at me with how I'm drinking the Manhattan, yeah, I've got cubed ice in it, and just let me live my life. Okay, don't come at me.
If if you want to come at her for how she's drinking her Manhattan, get your own podcast. Download the app and go for it. This is our world.
This is our world.
We sip how we want to sip.
Or come make me a Manhattan. I'm out
Better
here.
yet, do it for me.
I'm an independent girly right now.
Our first hire for Sip and Spiral will be a in-house bartender.
That is
It's our first hire.
well, we'll have to hire two.
Correct. That's right.
I think they're known as our husband. Anyway, neither here nor there.
Happy Halloween week and happy birthday week to you, Sarah.
Thank you. Okay, so what's your go-to Halloween drink?
Ooh, go-to Halloween drink. So I would say if I'm passing out candy and like getting in the spirit and watching the trick-or-treaters run around, it is a glass of cab. It's warm. It's typically like in Ohio, it was crisp and chilly on Halloween night. So I think it would be cab, which is why I chose it. Espresso martini would be a very close second. I just don't want to drink coffee that this late at night tonight. And then the third I would do would be some sort of bourbon, I think. Bourbon something. What about you? What's your Halloween drink of choice?
Mine is honestly anything that has dry ice in
The
it. So
spookier the better.
the spookier the better. Okay, so I love dry ice, and that's all I ever want on my birthday is you can put dry ice in anything. So we had people over a couple years ago with dry ice. We put it in champagne. One of our friends' kids was with us. We put the dry ice in his Capri Sun, and we were drinking, and it made my whole day. So anything with dry ice in it, but um, you can't do that all the time. So again, like passing out candy, it's probably red wine, and then
Mhm.
like a bourbon, any kind of bourbon drink. But anything with
Yeah,
dry ice, I'm in.
yeah, dry ice is good. That'll be our second hire or a budget for dry ice in champagne. I think I sent you yesterday or a couple days ago that I saw on social media that they do bourbon and apple cider with like apple butter with water mixed in to dilute it and make a drink out of it, which is a drink you make a lot. So I want to try
Yeah.
that also this Halloween week at some point.
Yes. I'm also a sucker for any of the like spooky marketing or Halloween marketing. We got this um we got this bourbon, but it had like a gargoyle aerator on it. And so when you pour it, the like eyes glow. The
Whoa.
drink's not good at all. But I'm like, whatever. pour this in here over my dry ice through the gargoyle's mouth. I'm in. So I'm a sucker when it comes to like any of the spooky marketing you can get me. I don't
Agreed.
fall for much marketing.
What spooky is it?
Thank you.
I I'm actually a marketer's dream at any time. You give me something catchy and I have to buy it. So I'm all in on that. I would buy it. I think that sounds amazing. I mean, speaking of marketing, these were our last year Halloween purchases. Ghost Malone, an Instagram ad, and it got me because I giggled every time I saw it. So we are twinning today in our Ghost Malone spooky vibes only with probably my favorite. This is not just my favorite Halloween drink. It's probably my favorite winter time drink. It's my favorite dark time. Like when it's dark outside, I want to drink red wine. There is one rule, I think it's in the Bible, maybe Exodus chapter 7, verse 32, and it's drink white wine during the sunlight daytime and drink red wine at night. So spooky vibes.
So you know it like most days out of the year it gets dark. So
Yeah,
are
but in
you
the winter
saying
it gets in the winter it gets darker earlier. I'm not drinking
okay,
before 5 p.m. much in the winter.
not red wine?
Right. That's right. White wine. In the summer, it's light out a lot more. So you drink white wine because it's 9 p.m. and the sun's still out. Not anymore. Spooky season.
Spooky season. Okay, so unrelated but related. Is there a drink that you have that you drink when you feel like you're trying to pull your shit together? Or like you just want to ignore the shambles of your life, and so you're like, let me drink this, and it feels like it pulls me together.
It makes me like feel like an adult, but like I got my shit together. Um, you're not. I think for me, the answer is not going to vary very different. It's either a gin cocktail, like it's a gin something, because I just think fancy people that have their life together drink gin. And I do like gin, so I will make a gin cocktail. Or it's, you guessed it, red wine out of this glass specifically, because I think this glass looks more elegant than the ones I normally drink out of, but it's a bottle instead of the box. So when I want to act like I've got my shit together when I'm falling to pieces, I open a bottle like an adult versus drinking out of my black box.
Okay,
Or a
I'm
gin
taking
cocktail, or a glass of champagne always makes me feel fancy, but I also just really love champagne. Is my favorite nightcap drink is a glass of prosecco or champagne.
okay, I'm taking notes on when you drink red wine and when you don't because I don't want to screw it up. So, um you do it at night, but not in the summertime until 9 o'clock, but in the winter.
So 5 p.m. times summer plus winter plus don't have my shit together plus Halloween, 365 days a year.
Okay. No, I'm just gonna write that down real quick because there's a
It's
lot
math.
of rules and
It's math. It's math, guys. What's you're a fancy girl while the world's crumbling.
a French 75.
Oh, I love a French 75.
So it is gin. So it goes
Mhm.
along with what you were saying. A French 75, I feel fancy when I order it.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
I learned it on Bravo because all roads lead back. That's where I heard it the first time, and I've been drinking it ever since. But I do that when I want to feel fancy. It used
Yeah.
to be like a glass of champagne, but um, sometimes I like to get a glass of champagne like while I'm waiting for a dinner reservation.
Yeah, I do. I like to, if I'm happy hour before, like if we're at the bar before dinner reservation, I like champagne or an espresso martini. But I find myself, if I'm at like a cocktail bar or more of a lounge feel, French 75 is one of my go-tos
Yeah, yeah,
because it's safe. You feel fancy when you drink it. You don't have to wonder, like, what is this thing I can't pronounce in it? Because I'm also pretty basic because I don't know a lot of words at fancy places. Like, if I can't Google it, first of all, I can't read the menus because my eyesight, that's 40s. Second of all, I don't know what most things are. So I love a French 75. But,
me too.
I was getting down on some high noons at a Halloween party I was at this past weekend, and those slapped too.
They do.
That's
But
when I wanna pretend that I don't have my shit together. I'll go to a Bud Light or a High Noon.
the high the high noons are the new Busch Light that we drank in college.
Oh, I love a Busch Light.
Same, same.
Come at your girl. Love it.
Love it. Love it. Okay, so moving on, we know what when we drink wine, we'll send out the notes. There
You're
will be a
you're so much more adventurous than I am, by the way. Like, you are so much more adventurous, probably in all things life. But I'm like, "Hi, I like red wine." If I am sad, I drink red wine out of a box. If I am wanna feel fancy, I drink red wine out of the glass. If I wanna feel like my shit's together, I drink it out like, there's no variation. Dark
not
red
according
wine.
to the notes that I just took. Let me write that down too. I need an Excel spreadsheet.
If any listeners wanna subscribe, we can send it out to you. Well, get your life hacks here.
Yeah, I'll share the password to our smart sheet.
I can give you the tricks on a home pour versus an away pour. I gave
Home
myself a
pours
home
are
pour.
always better. Yeah,
I gave myself a
they're
home pour
always
today.
better. Okay, but in real talk, like let's talk about fears that are like what is actually keeping us up at night. Let's talk about fears. Is it
Mhm.
checking your bank account after a girls' trip or after brunch? Is it accidentally hitting reply all?
Ooh.
Is it getting a text that says, we need to talk? What is keeping you up at night? What are some of your like fears?
If somebody texts me, "We need to talk," I'm not scared of getting that text. The person who sent it should be scared for their life. Get Keith Morrison on the phone. So, like, that's what's happening. Fears that are keeping me up at night. Well, the one rule is you never check a bank account after or check the scale after a girls trip. That's just a rule. Like, that's also written down on in the Constitution. You don't do it.
Yeah, yeah, that's on
Do you
you.
have some? Do you have some? While I think.
The we need to talk one is funny because it doesn't matter what situation you're in. Uh, I remember when I was single, I got a we need to talk and I thought we were breaking up and I'm like, I'm not even dating anybody. But it is funny what that kind of text will do. But these days, if I get a text like that from somebody, from a friend, first of all, I'm not responding and you will never hear from me again.
Ghosting you.
I spooky season, I turn into a ghost. You will never hear from me again. So if we need to talk, that window has closed. It's funny because there are like I have like a couple irrational fears, but then there's some fears that I have that I've heard from like ghost stories that
Mhm.
that I don't believe in the ghost stories, but like I'm also not going to test it.
Let's go
But
through irrational first.
okay, irrational fear, whales. I can't stand them. They spook me out. I don't understand how they're so big and they
Yeah,
float. And also
yeah,
like they're that big and like they can sneak up on you. Like they creep me out. I but sharks don't bother me. But like I can't watch a TV where it's like all water and then a whale come in. Like no, thank you. It like
yeah,
my heart is like beating fast right now.
yeah, yeah. One of mine is snakes coming out of the toilet at night and
Mm, mm.
biting me while I have to use the bathroom. So I will lay in bed scared that a snake is going to come out and I will have to go pee and I won't do it because a snake will come and bite me and then I'll die on the toilet.
Okay, did you get that? Have you always had that fear, or did that come from
Yes.
a home improvement episode?
No, I've always had this fear. I have a lot of weird fears from when I was a kid. Legit fears. My brother and sister can vouch for it. I was scared. I believed in a monster. I didn't, not your normal, like under the bed. It was a wall monster. There was a wall monster, and I was scared to go to sleep at night because of the wall monster. It was my closet doors that were wood, and it had like grain in the wood that kind of like made oval shape, almost like a face, and I was convinced it was the wall monster and he was gonna eat me.
That's valid.
I still don't like walls. I live in open air.
Okay. I'm gonna write that down too.
What else? What else you got?
Um,
Whales?
related, I don't like open water. I'm not
Yeah,
getting in the ocean. I'm not swimming around. I don't even like to go into the deep end of the pool. I don't like to
yeah,
be out of my element, but like open water, I'm not getting out there and swimming around. Mm-mm. That is not my turf. I'm a land animal,
yeah,
and
yeah. Agreed. With the exception of if I'm on the coast and the water's clear, I can go in and float as long as I can see. But if I can't see my feet, I get real creeped out.
I'm only going into the ocean if I have to pee.
If you have feet,
If I have to pee,
yeah. It sounds to me you just don't like water.
could be. I'm a land animal. Okay, so those are probably my only like irrational fears. I don't feel like I'm scared of a lot. There's things that I don't like, but I'm not like fearful of them. But I was kind of looking up what common fears are from people, and one that I thought was funny, which is probably valid for a lot of people, whether they want to claim it or not, is called nomophobia. And it's the fear of being without your phone.
Like fear? Why would I
Yeah,
be
like
scared to not have my phone?
because we're on our phones all the time.
Yeah,
Like,
but I'm not scared to not have it. I do it out of
have you
boredom.
have you ever tried it? You ever just gone to
To
the
not,
store and you're like, I'm just gonna leave my phone at home?
yeah. Like I go out to dinner without my phone all the time.
Calling you a liar, but I mean, I'll go and I won't bring my phone out at dinner, but like I don't leave the house without it.
I mean, I don't do it all the time, but it depends on if I want to take a purse or not. But it has pockets for like the car key and the
We're
like
not getting
cup
into
the
pockets again.
we're just running out to dinner. I don't like to take a purse. So I won't take my phone sometimes. I go to the beach without my phone. I mean, not regular. I'm talking about 5% of my life. I'm not like standing on some pedestal, but I'm not scared to do it. In a situation in which I need it though, like I'm traveling, my boarding pass is on it, something that I need, I have an extreme fear that it's going to die.
Hmm.
But that's just anxiety, babes.
Yeah, and what is fear versus anxiety? Maybe I'm not
Mm.
scared of whales. Maybe they just give me anxiety.
Whaleophobia. A normal fear, I am so an irrational fear is that a snake is going to come up through my toilet. A normal fear is I am terrified of snakes. Like I'm sure that has a very legal name. It has a government name. I don't know what it is, but I have a legit fear of snakes.
Is it arachnophobia? Didn't they make a
I-
movie out of it?
Isn't that
Or is that
spiders?
spiders?
Also don't like them, but they don't scare me. I can capture a spider and take it outside for my sister. Kelly, close your ears, or I can stomp it and kill it. It doesn't bother me. I mean, I have normal people fears. Like I'll tell you a fear that I had, and I'm sure there is a name for this, and the ladies will get it since you're the ones who are listening to our podcast. 75% of you are getting my period in white pants or shorts.
I don't wear white pants or white shorts.
I don't have a uterus, and I'm still terrified of it. I'm terrified of it. So scared.
That's why it's a fear. Okay, so this one comes from like a scary story that was told to me when I was a kid. But the second that I turn out the light in a room, especially my basement, there is instant fear that something's going to get me and I have to sprint out of that room.
Sprint.
And
Yeah.
in line with that, at night, I don't like to turn the lights off as I go room to room because I feel like my house is being cased and they can see exactly where I am.
Oh, I didn't have that fear, but you just gave that to me. Thank you.
And also, I will not look out the blind, like I will not peek out the blinds at night because I
No.
am fearful that there are going to be two eyes looking back at me. And I ain't
Yeah.
having that.
Uh-uh. Um, Listeners, we're just glad you're here with us so we can give you random fears that you didn't have already. I just got weirded out by the light situation. I Yeah, I think there's just little things we do, like spooky. The one thing that we it's Halloween week, scary movies we've already talked about, but also in fall, but also with scary movies, the movie It, not the newer ones, but the ones when we were kids, Stephen King's book. I don't know why we watched the movie. I blame my brother and sister. In reality, I was probably 4 or 5 years old, and I probably watched 10 minutes of it, but I don't like drains in a bathroom. I mean,
Mm.
the ability to scare me, especially at night, if I go into the bathroom at night and it's, like, middle of the night and there's a big shower drain, no, there's a clown that's gonna come and eat me with the teeth.
You just need a bedpan because you don't like bathrooms at night.
I don't like bathrooms at night. Get me a bed birthday idea, clock it. Bedpans. You know, there's something to it. Why don't we just have bedpans?
Let's start that, put some spooky marketing on it, and I'm in.
Sponsored by
Okay,
bedpans.
yes, in the spirit of Halloween, but not to give anybody else any
Ah,
fears.
like,
Let's talk about iconic Halloween costume.
ah,
As as we were children, what we do
yeah.
now, like what has been some of your favorite costumes or your favorite costume?
Well, let's start first with what is either your favorite childhood costume or what is like the costume that you remember the most? And I have two.
Okay, so as kids, the costumes that we used to get, it would be a plastic mask and a cape. Every costume had a plastic mask and you would sweat behind it. But it didn't matter because you just put this mask on and that was it. So I don't know that I had a favorite Halloween costume as a kid, but I do distinctly remember those costumes.
That's what I was gonna say as one of them. Those costumes, and I was Miss Piggy. And I
Mm.
think one of my sister or brother was probably Kelly was a Care Bear, I think. Or am I getting them mixed up? But yes, very vividly have a picture of that. My other favorite childhood costume when I was 7, this beautiful angel that it was is my mother right here. Um, for some reason, she let me dress up as like a French maid, like this really inappropriate French maid. Now I was covered as a 7-year-old, but like had the garter up my leg, had makeup all. It was wildly inappropriate for a 7-year-old, but Vicaray was down for the French maid outfit. So that's one that sticks out to me. And that tells you everything you need to know.
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
Have you been a French maid as an adult?
Required me to clean something, so no, sure haven't.
I just meant as a Halloween
I
costume.
don't like to clean.
Um, okay, so one of my favorite Halloween costumes as an adult is I was a Slinky one year, and it was awesome because we went to the bar for Halloween and I made this Slinky costume out of hula hoops. So I had this like force field around me at a very crowded Halloween bar, but I had my own personal space. Now I do remember somebody getting in my Slinky with me because they saw how protected I was. And I was like, "Hey, this is my space." But that was probably the best costume. It was super unique and it was like fun to make, but then being out at the bar, it was really funny. I mean, I had my own space, but it was a challenge to get through a crowded bar. But
Oh, that's a good
that one
one.
sticks out to me. I loved that costume.
That's a really good one. And then my favorite as an adult has been I dressed up as Ruth Bader Ginsburg. That was my favorite Halloween costume by far my favorite. And then I was Amelia Earhart the year after, but Ruth Bader Ginsburg
That's a good one.
or BG. Yeah. But then couples costumes after since I've been with my husband, we've had a couple really good couples costumes. But in the one year we were the inflatable
I
wacky
love that
inflatable
one.
guys, but that was probably that was the most fun and easy costume, but I laughed so much. I laughed looking at him forgetting that I was in an inflatable costume myself. It was hands down my favorite costume.
That one is really good. I have thought
Yeah, and then
often about stealing that one.
mm, you had a pretty good family costume last year. Like a really,
Oh,
really good one.
yeah, last year we were the Beastie Boys, which that one
Yeah.
was fun.
So
And
what? You
somebody
want? What you want? What you want?
so as we were passing out candy, we were listening to Beastie Boys, and this kid rolled up. He was probably in 8th grade. And he's like, "Are you guys listen?" He said, "Are you guys the Beastie Boys?" And I was like, "You can have all of the candy. You can
Take
have
all the
this whole bucket."
candy.
I literally was like, "You can have as much candy as you like." And he's like, "Really?" And I go, "I need you to tell your parents you're doing something right." Because he like knew the music that we were listening to, he knew what our costume was. It was awesome. Like that was really cool. I do appreciate like a good costume, but then there's some that I'm like, what are you?
What's the most cringy couple's costume that you've ever seen? That just makes you
Oh,
like secondhand embarrassment. I hate, and I know friends of mine who have dressed up as this in the past, and I love you dearly. The pre-made costumes of the light and the plug, the electrical plug and the outlet where the like it's supposed
oh,
to. I hate that costume so much. Like so much. I hate it. Now, I've seen them where it's well done and it, like, actually goes in and, like, lights up. That I'm down here, but just, like, the plain
mm.
I hate it. Hate that costume.
Okay, I've instantly changed my answer, not
'Kay.
because of that, but because that did make me cringe a little bit, so I thought of something else. But I hate the people that dress up like, I don't hate the people, I hate their choice of costume where they just dress up as like the hillbilly couple.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's easy. Do you know what some couple costumes that I have seen? I have good friends that do really good I've seen which I know a lot of people have done it, like Forrest Gump and Lieutenant Dan. That's one of my favorite couples costumes. I've had
Mhm,
friends that have
mhm.
done that and done it really well. Um, I've seen, like Barbie and Ken done really well. Like, my friends did that 10 years ago before the movie came out, and it was like they had the boxes and they were, like, specific. It was really, really cute. The same couple that did Lieutenant Dan and Forrest Gump did they did, like, a laser background and they did awkward school pictures, like junior high school
Mhm,
pics.
mhm.
That was really good where they, like, made retainers and, like, that was really good. So I think there's, like, really good I think I like an original costume. Would you agree with
Yes.
that?
Yeah, I like when there's some, like, effort put into it,
Mhm.
but I do like the creativity of Halloween, and I think that's why some of the costumes that I struggle with are the ones that I said because it's like, it's easy to do. Now here, if you're like, "Hey, I need a last minute costume," and that's what we're doing, then fine.
Do it.
But, um but that's kind of how I feel about those.
I knew that I found as an adult looking back at Halloween, I knew I have surrounded myself with the right women because I don't have friends who dress slutty at Halloween. I don't. I don't have friends that dress slutty in slutty costumes at Halloween. It's just not my group of people. And I like girls, if you want to go up and do it up in your cutesy little French maid outfits, first of all, go to junior high. And then after that, enjoy yourselves. Like, if you wanna get all it's a cute reason to dress up, but my people, I'm here for the laughs. I'm here for the laughs,
Yes,
I'm here for the
yes.
funny, I'm here for the warm and practical. We were in college, and you guys dressed up as well, a couple of different things, but do you wanna say what you guys dressed up as? The
What are you referring
Smurfs.
to? Oh,
The
that one was
Smurfs.
fun. Yes.
Like, you guys were a big group of Smurfs, and we're in college, like the height of when a lot of girls, stereotypically, I don't know if they actually do it, dress up in like these skimpy little things. And you guys were a group of Smurfs, and that's the people. Those are my people.
Yes.
You guys were
I
the
forgot
Spice
about
Girls
that
one
one.
year,
Yes,
right?
that
Weren't
one
you the
was
Spice
funny.
Girls one year?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, I just watched the Victoria Beckham documentary, not Halloween related, but Spice Girls related. It's really good.
Spice Girls.
I like her. Spice Girls. Um, I love Halloween.
Okay, but Halloween is all about the candy. So let's talk candy.
Okay.
We are going to get into the most overrated candies, the most underrated candy, and what our favorite Halloween candy is.
Okay, can I spiral before we get into it?
Have at
Do
it.
you know what I think is, yeah. So I'm going to spiral real quick before we get into the Halloween specific, because what I think is funny about candy, and this is universal, there are different types of candy that you love for different occasions. So we'll get into the Halloween, but like my favorite Halloween candy, there's categories of what type of Halloween candy. My favorite candy to have at my home on a Tuesday in March is different. My favorite candy in a car is different than if I'm traveling in an airport. Like, I think it's funny that, and everyone I meet is the same way. Like, there are categories of what your favorite candy are. I just think
Yes,
that's so funny. Like, how weird are we as humans?
but you're absolutely right. Like it
Favorite
candy,
favorite car candy,
Twizzlers, and peanut M&Ms.
Twizzlers. Agreed. But I like the pull and peel, and you like the regular ones.
Correct.
Favorite airport candy.
Don't get a lot of candy at the airport, but I get chocolate covered pretzels at the airport. So
Yeah,
that should count.
yeah, it should. Mine is peanut M&Ms or peanut butter M&Ms, one of the two.
Mm.
Whatever one has the zip. And then finally, what's your candy to have at home before we get into the Halloween specific? What's your candy just to have, like, if you had candy at the house for like a sweet bite after you eat?
Um, Nerd clusters, Jolly Ranchers,
Yeah. Okay.
and then if
Okay.
it's fall, I like the caramel apple suckers.
I love those suckers. Love
Hmm.
it. Childhood trauma. I was never allowed to have them because I had braces. So as an adult, they're my favorite thing. My favorite, we always have a bag of Hershey miniatures, the assorted, like little ones where it's crackle, dark chocolate, regular chocolate, and whatever the other one
Hmm.
is with the
Hmm.
peanuts in it. That's my favorite. I have that or the nuggets, the assorted pack of the nuggets at the house at all times. Okay. I just think I had to establish what my other favorite candies are. I also love a
Yes.
Mike and Ike. Mike and Ike's my
Mm.
wild card at all times. I've just relearned that I love a Mike and Ike.
I feel the same about those, or the same way about hot tamales.
Oh, yeah. I hate cinnamon. I love Fireball, but hate cinnamon.
That totally makes sense.
Okay. What do you want? Which candy, Halloween candy, you want to get in first?
Let's get into overrated. Well, let's talk about our favorite candies and then we'll get into overrated, underrated. So, favorite Halloween candy.
Um, if it is, I'm sitting passing out candy during trick or treating, Almond Joy miniatures.
Same. Almond Joy is my
No,
favorite. And I always get the bags of candy that have the almond joys in it because not a lot of people like them. So there's always some left for me.
I love an Almond Joy. Favorite Halloween candy that's just like candy that you can only really buy at Halloween is candy corn.
Oh, gross.
Love.
Gross. That's gross.
I I love it's just sugar. It's just a block of sugar and
That
with
tastes
food
like
coloring on it.
candle wax.
I love it. Candy corn. I love it. What's your favorite Halloween candy?
Okay, so three come to mind. Almond Joys. I like the sour gummy worms.
Yeah.
And then um hot take flavored Tootsie Rolls.
Oh, the strawberry one. I love a flavored Tootsie
Yes,
Roll. I love them
I do
so
too.
much.
I do
I could eat
too.
a whole bag in one sitting.
Yes, I love
Eh,
them.
I love Tootsie Rolls in general. I love the strawberry ones is number one. Regular flavor number two, vanilla number three, and then any of the
Ooh,
others. Also, orange is really good.
love the
Oh,
orange.
I love it.
Oh, I
Love
love
it.
them. I love them.
Oh God, now I gotta go buy a bag. Let me go buy a bag real quick.
Yeah.
It's interesting that okay. Also, so almond joy. I think when I was a kid, what I liked to get trick or treating favorite was anything in a king size bar or like a full size candy bar, which is not a
Hmm.
hot take. Everyone does that, but we had a house in our little block that gave out full size candy bars, and they're the best thing that happened. So if you're out here
Hmm.
and you have not very many kids in your neighborhood, go buy the full size candy bars. That's where it's at.
Yes.
You'll be the kid's favorite.
You
Um,
sure will.
do you know what also? The amount of anxiety we were taught to have about needles and drugs being in our candy, it's a it was all a sham so parents could pick out what they wanted. It was
Razor
all a
blades in
sham
the
so our
candy.
parents it was all a sham so our parents could get the first dibs. And my dad took all the sugar daddies out of that and junior mints out of our candy every time,
He just
which I
didn't want
didn't
you
like
looking for a
anyway.
sugar daddy.
It's just
So
it's fake. No one puts drugs in candy bars. No one puts drugs in candy
no,
bars. That's
nobody puts
fake.
drugs in candy bars. And it's funny because like, why didn't parents just say like parent tax? Like I'm taking some of these.
Right. Don't lie to me.
Yeah. Like I
No,
paid for your costume, your cape and your plastic mask, and this is what it cost in candy.
yeah. And if your kid is under the age of 10, just wait till they go to sleep and sneak a few out. They'll never know the difference.
Yes. I used to steal my
Fake.
brother's candy. I would sneak into his room and take his candy because I would plow through my candy and he'd hardly make a dent. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to take yours. And I would get away with it.
Another
Well,
insight
until
into
now.
my child. Don't listen. Earmuffs. Another childhood trauma is my sister didn't really like candy, so she would hide her Halloween candy from Brian and I so we couldn't have it, even though she wouldn't eat it. And my parents would find it like a year or two later and throw it away. But she just didn't want us to have it. A goal. But I will stand by, don't let your kids eat homemade stuff if you don't know the people.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's weird.
That's weird.
I got a bone to pick with you about the candy corn.
It's the most overrated candy. It should be made for decoration. You don't eat home decor, so you should not eat candy corn. Put it
You're
on a
overrated.
t-shirt. I might be.
You're overrated.
Well, that's not going to pan out well on this podcast with you on it. No,
Oh,
candy corn is home decor. Put it on a t-shirt and let's sell it.
I love it. You bought me some last year for my move because we were driving across the country and I ate that. I ate it before I left Kentucky. It was gone. I love candy corn.
The
Mm.
thing that is worse than candy corn is the pumpkin cream mallows. Those are
Oh,
even
yeah.
worse.
That's overrated for sure.
I
Ugh.
mean, I don't think you could pay me $1 million to eat them.
I'd probably do it for $50, but
I would probably do it
gross.
for 15, but I would not enjoy it.
But do you know what's top tier? Not the same, but I forgot to mention cowtails. I love a cowtail, and they were
Mm.
always Halloween candy. I love a cowtail.
Interesting. I feel like cowtails would be a road trip snack. I feel like I always see them at the grocery or at the gas station.
Maybe I should make it my road trip snack. I never
Yeah.
thought about that. I don't know if there is an overrated candy. I can't remember what Halloween candy is outside of candy corn. What are some typical Halloween candies?
I mean, any of the Hershey, like candy from Hershey. I'm trying to think what I would think. Okay, here's what it's not an overrated candy,
Okay.
but when it comes in a mixed, like a variety pack, Skittles should not be mixed in with anything else because I feel like the Skittles absorb whatever flavor. So if they're in with like a chocolate,
Oh. Mm-hmm.
they like kind of take on that flavor.
Yeah. Um, Airheads aren't overrated. I
Ooh,
like an Airhead, but I think they're overrated.
I think they're an underrated snack.
I mean, if you hand me one, I'm gonna eat it. But I think it's overrated. I can't think of many candies that I don't. Oh, I hate Butterfingers. Overrated. But anything with toffee or heat, Butterfingers, no. Overrated. Get that weak sauce out of here. We ain't got time for that.
Okay, that's because your taste buds have been ruined by candy corn. You've been eating candle wax, so you don't know something that's good.
Yeah, those are
Underrated,
overrated.
underrated candy. Oh, 100 grand candy bar,
Mm.
underrated,
My husband.
and the Reese pumpkins. I think
Yeah.
Reese cups, they don't slap the same way that like a Reese pumpkin does or a Reese Christmas tree.
Yeah, agreed. I think it's because the chocolate is even on the trees or the pumpkins, and there's more peanut butter
Hmm.
than chocolate. And in a regular Reese cup. I would say my favorite candy of all time, though, other Almond Joy would be there, but Reese Pieces. Like that is the most underrated candy that's
Mm.
ever existed. That's my movie theater. I love a Reese Pieces. Love Reese
Reese PC
Pieces.
is good. I've
Those are
started
that's kind of
getting
like my don't know what to get me Reese Pieces.
I started getting the Reese thins and then I keep them in the
Oh,
freezer and they're so good. I think Reese cups the ratio is off for me. Just for me, just for me.
don't come at us. Get your own podcast. Yeah, there's not
Just
many
for me.
candies I don't like. Yeah. I I love a Reese Pieces. I love Reese's. I'm trying to think like I love I love Nerds. I love Skittles. I have these
See,
little
I
trolleys right now that are the
I
candy
do
worms that are really good. Oh, Sour Patch
I
Kids.
do
We haven't even
not
talked about
like
Sour Patch Kids.
oh yeah. That's not just Halloween.
That's an all-time candy.
That's an all-time candy. Okay, I don't really like nerds, but
The
somebody got me
trolleys
nerd clusters one
or
time
clusters. I mean, hmm
and I can't stop eating them.
it
But
was our friend because they're her favorite.
a little box of nerds, like get out of here with that. Like I don't understand.
When
That's
I
not
was
for
a
me, but
kid,
nerd
I picked
clusters.
them out one by one and ate them. Do you know what candy when we were kids that was like bomb.com? This was like a summertime candy, like ball field candy. Just the pack of powdered sugar with the sugar stick that
A
was like
fun
a
dip.
lick thing. Fun dips. I'd
I
crush for
love
a
those.
fun dip right now. Those
I
were the
love a fun
best.
dip. Yes.
I mean, it's probably not good for us, but those were like bomb.com.
Oh my gosh, those were
Love
so
those.
good.
Ugh,
It does take me back to
man,
like the ball fields.
when you're doing a Halloween night, trick or treat, like for trick or treat, what's your favorite food to make? Like, what's your food that you have for the, like, as adults?
Um, I have three things that I always make, and I
Okay.
think they slap different for everybody. We always have chili.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Pretty common.
and then we always have buttered cabbage.
Mm,
And then I always make a charcuterie board. And I just take all kinds of different like Halloween snacks and put them on a board like charcuterie with
Mhm.
um
Snacks.
like the Halloween Oreos
Mhm.
and chocolate covered donuts, the trolley gummies, Halloween
Mhm.
M&Ms. And then I usually take um just like Hershey bars and break them up and put them on there. But I always make like a charcuterie board or a spacooterie, if you will.
Mhm.
So I always make those three things. I think it's fun to make the charcuterie board, but then the chili and the buttered cabbage is easy when people are like stopping by and trick or treating, they can like take it to go.
Yeah.
So those are the three
Yeah.
things that I always make.
Yeah. We did as an adult when I would go back to where I grew up for trick or treat a lot because my niece was young at the time, and my mom went all out for Halloween trick or treat night. Like she dressed up every year. That
Hmm.
she would put she had a big metal bowl that she would put a boombox under the tree. Like we had a crabapple tree, so like it wilts down. So she would put a boombox so you couldn't see it and have like cassette tape that is still alive today, like play these creepy songs and stuff to
Yeah.
scare kids as they're walking up through the yard. But we started making potato soup and grilled cheeses.
Oh,
And she would make chili too for my grandpa, but
love
we
it.
made potato soup. That's a top tier thing to have, like a warm night, like chili or a soup and a pepperoni roll.
Yes.
Halloween is, and I love seeing all the kids' costumes. I
I
love
do
the kids'
too.
costumes. It's my
I do
favorite part
too.
about Halloween. Yeah.
I do too.
Um,
Growing up, my mom always had, she would like crack the garage door and she would also have a boombox playing scary music. And a couple times we would splurge and get the dry ice so that the fog was like billowing out. But I always remember that and I like want to do that as an adult. I mean, we always have music playing. We've put our dry ice in our drinks, not necessarily the garage, but um, usually as we roll up to Halloween, I start to panic buy things. And every year I talk to my husband and I'm like, I have a fog machine in my cart. Can I buy it? And then it's like, oh, we're only going to use it one time. And then I can think of like nine other times throughout the year that we buy a fog machine. So, moral of the story is one year I'm going to buy a fog machine.
Moral of the story is buy the fog machine. Enjoy Halloween. If you're a parent, post pictures of your kids in their cute little costumes. We want to see it.
Hmm. Hmm.
If even if you're not, like, find ways to create your own traditions. I think Halloween is so fun and it's spooky and it's such a fun time to just like get together, have your favorite glass of wine, aka red is the only one at dark, and enjoy the day. I think it's worth it. And so we're wrapping up, and since it is your birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sarah. Happy birthday to you. Make a wish. Blow out your candle. Yay! You did it!
You did it.
Happy birthday to my favorite
Thank you.
sipper. You are the best Halloween little baby that ever existed. I'm gonna dress
Thank
up as you
you.
for Halloween. I did that today.
Oh
Um,
boy.
this is my costume. Okay. And for everybody else, thanks for sipping with us today. We hope you have a spooky, happy Halloween. Enjoy the trick or treating and all things. Put your favorite hocus pocus or scary movie on. And sip responsibly. So, Sarah, it was great sipping with you today. And to everybody else, keep sipping and keep spiraling. Cheers.
Cheers. And if you've ever ghosted anybody, now's the time to resurface.
Ooh, remember when we ghost danced? Ooh.